Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Let's Learn English. Thank you very much for your support in popularizing this channel among your friends and colleagues. If you remember in the last video we discussed how we can learn English by speaking it before our own people, before people we trust, by taking their honest feedback and learning from this feedback. In this video, we shall discuss how we can learn English by writing it regularly, by showing it to our own people, people we trust, by taking their feedback and learning from this feedback. Before we start writing on our own, let's read some good materials written in English. To start with, you can take up any good book on paragraph writing with good many number of passages written in good English. While reading these passages, try to observe carefully how the words in the sentences are arranged, how the sentences in the paragraphs are arranged, how the sentences in the paragraph are linked, how the rules of grammar are used, and how the punctuation marks are used. After you have carefully observed all these things, you can think of writing on your own. And to start with, you can take any interesting topic, any topic of your choice. It could be a Sunday morning, it could be a winter evening, it could be at the bus stand, it could be my school days, it could be my friends, anything that comes to your mind. But while starting writing, if you are starting writing for the first time, if you are starting writing, then you must start with very small sentences with 5 to 10 words. For example, if you are planning to write a passage on a Sunday morning, you can start like this. It was a Sunday, I was at home, I was watching a movie just at this time, like this. Okay? Later on, you can move on to difficult topics. And one more thing you must remember, when you are describing an activity or event pertaining to or relating to a particular time, you must use the verb suitable for that particular time. For example, if you are describing something from the past, you must use the past tense form of the verb. If you are describing something relating to the present, you must use the present tense form of the verb. If you are planning to describe, if you are describing something likely to happen in the future, you can use will or shall with present tense form of the verb. We will discuss in detail the different tense forms of the verb, English verb, in a different lesson in future. But for the time being, you must remember these things. And one more thing, while writing, you should not be worried about the rules of grammar, the wrong use of words, the wrong use of sentences, anything. Because if you start bothering about these things, you will never be able to start writing. After you have finished writing, show it to your own people, take their honest feedback on the use of the words, feedback on the use of rules of grammar, feedback on the use of sentences, feedback on how the sentences are linked in the passage, all these things. And initially, there might be many mistakes, but don't be worried about it, because in course of time, you will not repeat those mistakes. If you discover that you are repeating the same kind of mistake in a particular area of grammar time and again, it is wise and important for you to read a lesson or a unit on that particular area. For example, if you are making mistakes in the area of tenses of the verb, it is important that you read a lesson or a unit on the tenses of the verb so that you don't repeat this kind of mistake in future. And through this kind of practice, regular practice, you will be able to discover your own strengths and weaknesses. But one thing you must remember, that you must bank upon your strengths and you must work upon your weaknesses. Because if you don't work upon your weaknesses, if you don't try to improve them, then you will not be able to make proper use of the language in your everyday communication. So it is very important for you to take feedback from people and learn from these mistakes. Okay? And as I have been telling you all time and again, that practice makes one perfect. If you continuously practice writing and make writing a hobby and a habit, and ultimately you will grow into a good user of the language. Happy learning. Thank you.